This module talks about new product development process. This module outlines the various stages in the new product development process. Next, we will examine the role of designers in the development of a new product. This module also discusses how new product development can be effectively managed through a systematic effort. Now we have come to module 5. Having understood what is product, types of products, levels of products and brand building, and also levels of products, a stage has come now how to develop new product or how new products are developed in the apparel industry. So for that we have to understand the new product development process. A firm more often than not seeks stability by creating new products to diversify its risks. The underlying premise remains not to put all the eggs in one basket. With varied positions in the life cycle of some existing products, a new product can fill in and smoothen the cycle or seasons. Maturing markets are another reason for adding new products, thereby ensuring that the firm's policy remains future oriented. Therefore, product line additions and replacements should be constantly planned, and a balanced product portfolio is pursued by both large and small firms. New products may be needed for continued growth. Only in recent years have many companies consciously identified new product strategies. The process of developing new products has become more efficient and more effective for firms with strategies because of the futuristic approach to position in the competitive and dynamic market environment. Now, let us look at the stages in the development process. It all starts with idea generation or concept development. The next stage in the development process is idea screening. followed by the concept testing. The fourth stage in the new product development process is business analysis. The fifth stage is sample production. This is followed by test marketing. It continues after test marketing to production, then commercialization and mass production. Now, let's start discussing each stage. It starts with idea generation. The new product development starts with idea generation, that is the systematic search for new product ideas. The major sources of new product ideas include internal sources and external sources such as customers, competitors, distributors and suppliers and others. The next stage in the model is idea screening. Screening new product ideas in order to spot fine ideas that would yield to profitable products and drop poor ones. The third stage in the process is concept testing. Testing new product concepts with a group of target consumers to find out if the concepts have strong consumer appeal. The next stage is business analysis. A review of the sales, costs and profit projections for a new product to find out whether these factors satisfy the company's objectives. The next stage is sample production. The R&D, that is research and development, develops the sample versions of the product concept. They design a prototype that will excite and satisfy consumers and that can be produced quickly and at budgeted costs. The next stage is test marketing. The stage of new product development in which the product and marketing program are tested in realistic market settings. Then naturally, once it passes through the test marketing, the next stage is production. Developing a product concept into a physical product in order to ensure that the product idea can be turned into a workable market offerings. The last stage is commercialization. It pertains to the final decision about the launch of the product. The company intending to proceed with the launch of the new product is likely to face high costs. It may need to build or rent a new facility and may have to spend for advertising, sales promotion and other marketing efforts in the initial year. When we actually look at developing the apparel product, the following steps are followed. The process is called the line development. As just seen, any product development starts with idea. In fashion, the idea can come from any source like consumer research, previous sales records, market research, directional shopping, where the merchandising and design teams go for directions for trends, fashion forecasting. There are many fashion forecasting sources that will tell what is going to be the trend in the coming 2 or 4 seasons ahead. Or the ideas can come from designers' own creative thinking or from the brainstorming among all the stakeholders. Further, the sources of idea can be from movies, theater, television, sports, paintings, museums, nature, or history of costumes, periods of fashion, national costumes, defense uniforms, street fashion, etc. The product development will be according to season, occasion, markets, theme, situation or environment. Once the ideas are gathered, synthesized and screened, good ideas are identified by the designers and merchandisers. Then the designers will start working on sketches, the mood board, the theme boards, color stories, fabric board containing swatches, etc. Today, design softwares and computers help in aiding the designers to do the job in more efficient way. The concept is thoroughly presented and discussed with all the stakeholders before approving to go for a first sample or first prototype is developed. Once this process is over and approved, the fabrics and trims are ordered for first sample. In apparel industry, the pattern making has a major role to play. Hence, the first pattern is developed before making a prototype. The cost estimation is done parallelly when the sample is being made. The internal product or line review is done before going for making sales samples. After all, the entire process is for sales and business. Hence, the sales samples are made which are to be presented to trade by sales representatives. Now, having done this, parallelly, the business attraction also is to be looked at. Hence, the business analysis is also done. Now, when we have to make a presentation to the trade, we require catalogs and brochures. Hence, catalog, brochures are made after the photo shoot using the live models or models which are given to sales representatives along with sales samples, which are presented to trade, retailers and buyers. After taking suggestions, final changes are incorporated in the line and they are adopted. Then the specifications are finalized. The final costing is also arrived by now. The next stage for business is orders are booked after the presentation from trade, buyers, retailers and preparations for mass production of garments begin. Now, the production can be in-house, those who have the manufacturing facilities can produce in-house or can be outsourced. For mass production, bulk order of fabric, trims and accessories are placed for production. Careful quality checks are done on fabrics like lab dip, etc. before getting approved for shades and other matchings. Now, having done this, the production pattern also is finalized. Then the pattern is graded because the sizes differs right from the men to women to kids. So, as per the size, the patterns are graded. The computer softwares like Apparel CAD come in handy in pattern making, marking and grading. The full-fledged commercial production with production schedules, line and batch setting is done now. Now, based on sales orders, cutting ticket is received. The fabric is received and thoroughly inspected and processed. There are various quality parameters applied before the fabric is given for production. fabric spreading and cutting happens either manually or using laser cutting and CAM, that is computer aided machines. The cut parts are bundled and sent for sewing, which normally are sewn in assembly line production. Here in the mass production, there is a peculiar system which is called as assembly line production, where the garment is made sequentially and each operator does only one job, but at the end of the line you will get the final product. Then the sewn garments are pressed, quality checks and finishings are done. Then the garments are packed using various packaging techniques and using necessary labels. The garments are distributed as per orders by logistics department to various retailers, buyers and traders. The product reaches stores, are placed online and the consumer purchases. This is how a full range is launched into the market. The entire process of new product development takes close to an year, though the lead times vary. Sometimes the process is same and many times several of stages and players function simultaneously. For example, a typical buying process starts in early September after analysis of review of last year's range. Normally, the analysis will be based on style, fabric, color, price point and market along with trend study. That is, which style, which fabric, which color has done well. So, early September till mid-October, the idea development and screening and concepts development takes place. November to end January, product sampling, test marketing and range meetings will be done. February, the business analysis, trade feedback, product design, sealing, that is they arrive finally, this is what is the design that is going to be produced, and the price fixation is completed during this period. March to almost June, the production order, chasing production, quality inspections and monitoring happens. July to August, the range is launched in the store. Hence, the entire lead time is almost 1 year, though earlier it used to be 2 years. Having understood how a new product is developed in the fashion industry, we cannot discount the role of designers like R&D, that is research and development, in any other industries. Here it's the designer most of the times who conceives and develops a new product. So let us understand the role of designers in development of new product with respect to apparel industry. The role of designer in developing the new product is significant, as we discussed, like role of R&D in other industries. The designer, either he or she, are the creative people who always will be thinking how to develop new range by continuously interacting with all stakeholders and environment, that is by understanding social, cultural, economic, technological and political setups, and also looking for various ideas from various sources. They continuously think in terms of adding value to the existing products in terms of new raw materials, colors, silhouettes, lines, styles, surface ornamentation or designs. As we have seen, normally the fashion flows from haute couture product to street fashion levels. It can be the other way also, that is from street fashion to haute couture. Hence, they normally start from haute couture shows for inspiration and direction. The designers along with merchandisers attend various shows like London, Milan, Paris shows and try to get the directions and to know the trends. The luxury product development, which we discussed earlier, is a different ball game altogether, as it is highly revolving around individual tastes and preferences. The designer has a lot of scope for experimentation and applying art and craft to the product in case of the haute couture or designer product, since it depends on the individual taste and individual satisfaction. Since it is not mass produced, the product is made under the personal supervision of the designers. Since the wearer don't mind spending high prices, designers play with their creative skills to make the product the best for the customers. Since the Asian economies are still evolving. Still, haute couture and luxury designers are thriving in European and American markets. Hence, Europe is still in the vanguard of avant-garde fashions. Looking at the above fashion, the new product development process, we can understand how complex it is to develop and sustain. Since the business is ongoing and because fashion business and marketing peculiarity is there, it has to be constantly developing the products for every segment, customers, seasons, occasions on apparel products and accessory. Hence, the management and managing fashion new product development process is a must to be successful. The new product development management has to be hence understood and practiced. Let us discuss how the new product development management works. Successful new product development in apparel requires season centered, customer centered, market centered, design centered, technology centered, and it has to be a systematic effort if it is to be managed very well. Now, how it is season centric? The fashion changes as per the seasons. As we are aware, there are two broad seasons, that is autumn, winter and spring, summer. For example, the products for winter normally in Europe kind of situations will have wool, synthetic fabrics with styles which are body hugging styles, dark colors which can absorb the very little sunshine that is available, whereas during summer we require predominantly cotton fabrics, loose fitting styles, light colors, etc. As the new season comes, the trends, styles, colors, fabrics and design changes. Fashion forecasting coupled with environmental analysis will give directions to the new product developments. Sometimes in Indian context, based on occasions like Deepavali, Sankranti, Christmas, Ramzan, wedding, etc., the new products will be planned and launched. Another design management principle is if it is design centric. The entire products in fashion are design dependent and design centric, and customers also go for planned obsolescence. Even the fashion footwear and accessories marketers launch hundreds of designs every year, and every retailer or brand on average launches hundreds and thousands of new designs every season and every year. Hence, the challenge is to launch new designs every year, every season, every segment and every market. The continuous monitoring for trends and inspiration is required for designers to come with new products. Sometimes the designers will be attending spring, summer, autumn, winter, haute couture shows, designer wear shows, pret shows and fashion shows for directions. Based on the directions and other inputs from fashion forecasting materials like WGSN, PromoStyle and other sources like street fashions, movies inspire the designers to come with latest and new designs. Some designers even go for retro collections depending on the demand. For that, they look at the history of costumes, old movies, museums and many more sources what would go well in the coming season in terms of retro collections. Many times along with core and classic products, fashion products are also introduced where the designer's choice is weighed more, unlike customer centric. The customer centric management. When developing new products, many companies rely on forecasting, research and development and designers. But successful new products will be possible when need, wants of customers are thoroughly understood. As per the marketing concept, the research for product development should start from market understanding, and it starts with the consumer. Unless there is a new feature, benefit or value addition, the customer won't feel that it's a new product. Many companies directly engage customers in the new product development and innovation process. Getting customers' insight through focus group interviews, usage trials, questionnaire, feedback and even in live test marketing, customers are involved directly during new product development. Development based on customer needs, wants and benefits is one thing, and successful companies communicate throughout to customers is another thing which makes a new product successful. In the cases and examples, we are going to discuss about a highly successful company which works on the customer centric Zara. we are going to discuss this when we discuss about the cases at the end of unit 5. Then another design management technique is team based. The most successful companies in innovation are invariably team based. It involves total company, total cross functional effort and resources utilization. In many cases, matrix kind of structures in new product development makes big success. Such teams include members from design, marketing, sales, retail, merchandising, buying, production, suppliers, the legal, finance, IPR, etc. The model would be hugely successful in team based along with customer based or combined. In fashion, hence the design and merchandising teams work closely to come out with customer focused products. Even during brainstorming sessions, all the team members are encouraged to come out with new ideas, and the team will later filter and come out with feasible ideas which can be developed further. The team approach takes new product development process as holistic and ensures that all the players participate and no tensions and no confusion, if at all there are any, they will be clarified and removed during the product development process itself, and they will be rectified and corrected. The team approach will install innovation management system and delivers the product faster than competitors and gain competitive advantage. It collects, reviews, evaluates and executes new product development based on marketing requirements. Cross-functional innovation management can also involve outside experts or consultants, forecasters, freelancers, institutions, ERP and computers, softwares and R&D laboratories. Overall, the innovation management system is effective only when an organization establishes innovation as part of organizational culture and rewards new innovations. The top management should make the innovation management throughout the organization and encourage everyone to participate in it. There has to be a senior person familiar with all aspects of innovation management to head the teams. Final conclusion. You have come to the end of this unit. To summarize, in this unit you have learnt about fashion life cycle concepts and the process of new product development. This will help you efficiently manage products in a competitive environment.